Hey, it's Tara with Reiki on the Run. I don't think I've done a video in a year, and if you would like to hear more about what's been going on, I'll talk about it at the end of this video. But I don't like when people go on and on about something before getting to the point, so to the point, I want to talk about evolving and shedding our past. I think a lot of things hold us back. I think our intention here is to evolve. It's always good to be growing. But a lot of us get stuck and stagnant. And I'm going to talk about 4 ways that we get stuck and 4 reasons we don't move forward, we don't evolve, and then how to combat those 4 things. So, straight to it. The number one reason is that we fear change. So, a lot of times we will stay in situations because we are afraid of the unknown. We think that it might hurt, we don't know what's going to happen. What if it's worse? And we will oftentimes stay in that comfort of where we are. You know, you always hear of people staying in horrible relationships. Why don't they just get up and leave? Because the fear of the unknown is worse than the pain that they're in. Sometimes we get afraid of what might happen, and also we don't want the upheaval involved in change. You know, when you make changes, especially big changes, as you're changing who you are, there's usually upheaval involved when you make a change like that. So it's very easy for us to just say, well, I'll just sit right here and deal with just okay, because what if? Okay? Number 2 reason why we don't evolve is the people around us. Family, friends, social groups, people, whoever we spend our time with, people that are around us. A lot of times they can hold us back, either with negative comments of, no, you can't do that, that's not who you are, or with what seemingly helpful comments of that's not doable, that's, you know, only because, you know, they have it in your best interest. They feel like they have your best interest and they don't want you to fail. And so that can be the case. And then sometimes it's not even what other people say about what we want to do. People might not even know what we want to do. And so sometimes it might just be that we're worried about what they will say. What are they going to think if I do this thing? You know, a lot of times we hold ourselves back in the past because we view ourselves in a certain light, how other people view us. You've been the same way for a long time. You've liked the same things, and now that you are evolving and you want to change, what are people going to think? What are they going to say? That's not who you are. That's not who they think you are. That's not who you've been. And so a lot of times we worry, often unnecessarily, sometimes necessarily, that someone else might think a negative thing of you or think differently, or what will they say? They'll judge you. And so that a lot of times will hold us back from evolving, from evolution, from gradually getting better into a more complex, amazing state, which is the goal. We're here to evolve, not here to stay stagnant. So, number 3, we don't believe that we can do or have that thing, whatever it is, whatever we're looking to change, whatever needs to be changed, whether that's a different relationship, a new relationship, no relationship, a relationship, whether that's a job situation, living situation. It can be anything that you want to change to make your life better, that you think your life will be better. We might not believe that we can do it, maybe because we've never done it before, maybe we've even tried before and we weren't able to do it and we failed, if you want to call it that. I'm not a fan of that word, but that could be another reason we're not evolving, because we just don't believe that we can. And sometimes we just don't have the confidence. We just don't feel like we have it in us. That's not who we are. We're not big changers. We're not, for whatever reason, we don't have that confidence. And maybe we don't know anybody who's done it before, who's made this change, who's overcome something you want to overcome, whatever the case may be. A lot of times we just don't believe we can. Fourth reason is that we don't realize we create our own reality. So we are constantly putting out thoughts and vibrations, which are the same thing. Thoughts are vibrations. If you have a conversation, you're activating that vibration, and that's what creates situations in our life. What we're emitting is what we're getting back. So if we want to change and we don't realize that we're creating our own reality by all of our thoughts and conversations and vibrations, that'll stop us from growing, from evolving. And just becoming aware of that it can be amazing. But so we attract like vibration. So whatever we're emitting vibrationally, we're all vibration, is what we get back. So a lot of times we tend to think negatively. We will think, oh, that's never going to happen for me. Oh, I wish I had that. Anything that we think in lack of the thing that we want to do or who we want to be or whatever change that we want. When we constantly think of or talk about with others that thing we don't have, it keeps us in that vibration, because if we had the thing, everything we want because it's going to make us feel better. And so feeling better is a different vibration, obviously, than not having the thing. So if you're constantly thinking about not having the thing, then you're constantly putting out that negative vibration. And in order to get whatever you want, it doesn't matter. What we get is what we emit. So if we're emitting that negative I don't have thing, then that's what we're getting. So that is like the number one reason you would be not evolving, is because you're keeping yourself in that lower vibration of I don't have. So good news. Good news. We can stop all of this. So now we'll talk about how to combat those four main issues that I see of why we don't grow, why we don't evolve. Understanding that nothing will ever change if we don't ever change anything. We fear change, but if we don't do something, it's just going to stay the same, guaranteed. So if you've ever lost something, maybe you lost a job and it was devastating, but then you ended up getting a way better job and that job wasn't really resonating with you anyway, you just never would have quit it. Things like that. I say all the time, you cannot hang on to the shit you don't want. If you want to get other stuff, you can't grab the other stuff that you want when you're holding on to all that shit. You've got to let it go, and you've got to be willing to reach for the things that you want. You can't get the relationship you want if you're still holding on to the shitty one. You can't have the great job you want if you're not willing to give up the one you don't want and start looking for the one you do want. Anything, any kind of change, who you want to be. If you want to be a certain person a certain way, you've got to stop being, you have to stop being the old way. You can't continue to do the same things, and then you got to let go of that stuff, bring it up. Number 2, lose the people around you or ignore their input and or the importance you place on their opinion. So either you need to stop hanging out with these people who are going to judge you, and I know you can't do that with everyone, but you can if you have to be around people that you feel like suck you down and are keeping you from growing. Just don't place any importance on their opinion. They can have their opinion, that's fine. Everybody should have their opinion, but it should not have any bearing on what you do with your life. They have their own life. They can worry about that. You have yours. That's all you need to worry about. You've got to shed the negative people. You can't shed them completely. You can shed the time you spend. You get to choose what you do with your time, and you can cut it back. You can just pare it back. Spend more time with people who build you up. And better yet, just don't tell people. Don't tell people what you're doing, what your dreams are, because the quickest way, man, people will talk you out of shit fast. So keep things to yourself if you can. If you can't, understandable. Number 3, start believing. Start telling yourself you can do this thing, that you are that person. Be kind to yourself. Research people who have done the thing that you want to do. And it can be as simple as, if you want a great relationship, read stories about people who waited a long time, who went through this and who went through stuff and ended up getting a great relationship. Get in that feeling. Know that it can happen. If it's rags to riches story you're looking for some, you make a business and it grows and expands and it's amazing. Read stories about that. Know that it's been done before, whatever it is you want to do, and even if it's simple things. Read about other times it's been done, and it will help you to move toward that, because then it can be done. Other people do it. It's easy. You got it. They can do it. You can do it. Nobody is any more smart or better or deserving of anything than you. So it's number 3. Number 4, the most important one. Focus your thoughts. Focus your thoughts. Pay attention to what you think about, because we are run by our subconscious mind. And that just has our old patterns and old ways of thinking, and that's what's running the show. And if you're not paying attention, it'll just keep running on those old programs. You have to really pay attention to what you're thinking, what's going on in your head, and stop those thoughts and replace them with already having the thing you want, already being the person you want to be, having the person that you want to have, being in the career that you want, having the money that you want, the abundance, the freedom, whatever it is, the house that you want to live in, whatever. You need to practice feeling that feeling and getting to that mode more often than you're in the mode of I don't have. Okay? Because we are going to attract what we emit. So we need to start emitting that I already have. It seems so backwards, but it is. That's the whole trick. Just gotta switch it around and start thinking of all the things that you want more often. So, just take control of what you think of and just imagine what it feels like to be that person. Visualize as often as you can. Get out of the reality you have now, because you look around and see what you have and you're like, that doesn't feel like that. You got to get out of that. Think of that. Visualize, and you'll become that person. The more you do that, the faster that it will come to you. Those changes will come to you. It's law. It's universal law. It has to happen. So I think that's all I have. It is. So wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. So thank you. Hopefully this helped. It's helped me a ton to evolve into who I'm evolving into, and to change and to let go of all those things that held me back. Anyway, hope this helps. Namaste. Now, if you've wondered where I've been, I think it's been almost exactly a year. I don't know. I didn't check. I meant to check. I think it's been a year since I've done a video. Don't normally like to get too personal with everything, but I know I've been getting a lot of emails and I've not been responding really. I'm not doing sessions. So I just want to let you guys know. I traveled for about 6 months around Mexico with my 2 boys. Went all over Guanajuato, Guadalajara, Puerto Vallarta, just all over for 6 months. We went to 3 different states. 6 cities. We had a blast and went back to the States for a little bit, and now we are settled a little more long term for a bit. So I am back. I have just been getting so many downloads for videos. I have so much already ready to go. So I'm very excited to share everything with you. It's been crazy. I think I've been gone for 9 months out of the US. I don't know. It's been really crazy because, I don't get to come on here and teach you anything unless I go through it. So I've been going through it. I know you've been going through it too because I have, but we are ready to get better. And the horse agrees. So anyway, if you hear in my videos now that I'm taping, I am in Mexico. So the noise, if you've ever been to Mexico, it's pretty noisy here. So just roosters, horses, loud music, anything you might hear, totally normal. Let it go. So yeah, I'm excited to be back to videoing. Let's see if I can show you. I'm on my roof of my house. Beautiful sunset coming. Anyway, that's it. I'm so excited to be back. Thank you to everyone who has emailed and sent me such nice, you guys are wonderful, sent me such nice notes saying that you miss having me on, you miss the wisdom I bring, you miss me. It's just fabulous that you guys care so much and have reached out, and I apologize to everyone. I haven't been responding much at all, just been doing life for a bit, but I'm stoked to be back, and I will see you very, very soon. Namaste.